Hi, all. As promised, I wanted to jump on and show you a little bit about Adobe fonts. If you've used Adobe fonts before, great. Um, Glad to hear it. I really do think that it's becoming more and more industry standard because it obviously integrates so well with the Adobe products that we use. There are a lot of great font sites out there, Google Fonts, defont.com. I've used plenty of other font sites in the past. I tend to use Adobe fonts now more than anything, just because there's nothing to download, unzip, install, and it just works fairly seamlessly with your Adobe products. So once you find a font you like, you just basically activate it and it's available in your Adobe products. So wanted to basically show you through the site. Obviously, this is fonts.adobe.com. You can scroll through this first page. It's kind of overwhelming. So the place that I often like to tell people to start is in this browse all tab. So if you click on that, you can see I've added some sample text here just using my name. So if I wanted to create a logo with my name in it and I wanted to see what that looks like, I can test that out here. Um, and you can sort of see there are 200 pages. There's probably more if I click into that. But you can set these filters up so that if you have a specific style of font in mind that you want to use, you can do that. So you can see there's different tags here of categories. Um, there's different classifications, weights, heights, that sort of thing. So you can set up all these filters to kind of narrow things down to make it a little bit easier to make a choice. So let's say I want to use a geometric font for my logo. So you can see there are a lot. You can continue to scroll through probably many pages, but let's say I like this one. It's got some nice rounded edges. It looks like there's 5 fonts within this family. So what I could do here is click Add Family just to add all of them, or you can just click into this and it'll take you to that font page and it'll show you what each one looks like. And let's say maybe I just wanted to have a bold font. So I could just add that font individually. If I wanted the light one, I could add that individually. Or like I said, you could add that whole family. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and click Add Family. So you get this little message that pops up that the fonts have been added to your Adobe apps, and you can manage the fonts in Creative Cloud. So I do recommend when that comes up to open the app just to make sure. Oh, I already have it launched. So just to make sure everything is in working order. So I did have the Creative Cloud app open. So you can see that font is in here now. I'm just going to hit Install Family. And then it's really easy to, manage the fonts that you have from here. And you can see I have quite a few installed. I might have a problem. But so if I open up Illustrator, sorry, I already had some things I was playing with here. And I highlight my name and I find the font New Order. So you can see all of these with the little cloud and check mark are Adobe fonts. I have a lot of them. And you just keep scrolling and you'll continue to see them. So you can just see how that looks. One thing that I did want to kind of pass as a tip in Illustrator, because obviously Illustrator is the best place to create a logo. A lot of times people just take their text tool and click, and that's fine. Like you can do that. The one thing that doesn't able uh, you to do though is resize that text box. It's going to just stretch out your name. Whereas with this one, you can see I can expand that text box. So if I wanted to add more text or anything underneath, you can do that. So what I recommend doing when you're adding text in is take your text tool and draw a text box. And then you can resize the text box. Now, obviously, this isn't a big deal. You do just want to make sure if you resize to hold the shift key so you don't inadvertently stretch that font out. So just wanted to pass that tip your way, but hopefully you have fun exploring Adobe fonts and all it has to offer, with the different styles that you can find, play with adding some of that sample text, things that you want to add into your logo, font combinations, and definitely have fun playing around with it. If you have any questions, just let me know.